Donald Trump has implemented new tariffs on Canada and Mexico, claiming that this move is necessary to protect the American economy. However, the impact of these tariffs is expected to go far beyond the U.S. According to the new regulations, most products imported from Canada and Mexico will now be subject to a 25% tariff. Additionally, energy imports from Canada will face a 10% tariff. Trump argues that these measures are essential to combat what he describes as unfair trade practices against the U.S., particularly blaming Canada for treating America very unfairly. But will this decision truly benefit the American economy, or is it the beginning of a global trade war? Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau responded strongly to Trump's tariffs, stating that they would have a direct and damaging impact on the Canadian economy. According to Trudeau, this move is purely a political show of force and a blow to free trade. In retaliation, the Canadian government is preparing to impose its own counter-tariffs on American products. Meanwhile, public outrage is growing in Canada, with citizens launching the Made in Canada movement and calling for a boycott of U.S. goods. Given that Canada is one of the United States' largest trading partners, these countermeasures could significantly affect economic relations between the two countries. On the Mexican side, officials have criticized Trump's decision as hasty and misguided. The White House issued a statement claiming that Mexico is taking the issue seriously, whereas Canada has misunderstood the executive order. Trump's administration suggests that Mexico has shown a more constructive approach to negotiations, whereas tensions with Canada remain high. Mexican officials have warned that if the U.S. insists on these tariffs, Mexico will respond by imposing similar duties on American imports. Economic analysts predict that Trump's tariffs could lead to price increases within the United States, particularly affecting the energy and automotive sectors. Canada supplies a significant portion of the U.S.'s oil and natural gas, and the new tariffs are expected to drive up energy costs. According to a report by Goldman Sachs, these tariffs could cause a short-term rise in gasoline prices in the U.S. and a major reduction in Canadian oil imports. Canadian oil producers could see losses of $3 to $4 per barrel, while American consumers might have to pay $2 to $3 more per barrel for refined petroleum products. This could contribute to inflationary pressures in the U.S. Within the Republican Party, opinions on Trump's tariffs are divided. Some Republicans support the decision, arguing that it is necessary to protect American jobs and industries. However, others fear that these new tariffs will ultimately harm American consumers by increasing costs for businesses and households. Free market conservatives warn that in the long run, Trump's tariffs could raise production costs in the U.S., making American companies less competitive internationally. Many major American corporations are also expressing concerns about the impact on their global supply chains. Since Canada and Mexico are crucial trading partners, disruptions in trade could weaken the competitive advantage of U.S. businesses abroad. On the international stage, Trump's tariff policy has sparked widespread concern about a potential global trade war. If Canada and Mexico retaliate, other countries may follow suit, leading to a chain reaction of economic restrictions. China is closely monitoring the situation, with reports suggesting that it may be preparing its own economic countermeasures against the U.S. Analysts warn that Trump's tariffs could trigger instability in global markets, leading to increased volatility and economic uncertainty. Furthermore, U.S.-EU trade relations may also be affected, as European leaders assess how to respond to America's growing protectionism. Ultimately, the key question remains: are Trump's trade policies genuinely protecting the American economy, or are they setting the stage for long-term financial turmoil? The impact of these tariffs is already being felt, and their consequences for the American people will become clearer in the coming months. What do you think? Are these tariffs a smart move for the U.S., or are they a reckless economic gamble? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For more analysis and updates, be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications.